So, hello everyone, it's Gabby, and it's time to play some more Danganronpa 2. In the last time, yesterday, we were partway through the Chapter 2 trial to work out who killed Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. And it was really interesting because pretty much from the beginning of the trial, it seemed to really kind of go between, hey Frost Lightning, it kind of sort of seemed to go between two people, between either it was Hiyoko or Fuyuhiko, because both of them seemed suspicious in their own way. And it was interesting because, well, basically Fuyuhiko started pretty much saying that it was Hiyoko, and it was one of those weird things where you're kind of like, Hiyoko wasn't really making things any easier or anything. Like, she wasn't necessarily trying to do a good job of clearing her name, and she was being still kind of a bitch about it, so you're sort of like, I mean, I have the gut feeling that she's not the culprit, but I almost wish she was, and so you suddenly have to start defending her, even though she's not really doing much to help. So it's interesting, and now we've basically pretty much said that it's very unlikely that it was Hiyoko. It seems likely that she was framed because of stuff with gummy bags and letters and whatnot. So because of that, the everything is going back to Fuyuhiko. Did Fuyuhiko do it? We don't know, but it seems very likely it was him. So let's see what happens. Anyway, let's have our last time on Danganronpa 2 with the magical girl recap intro. Game. There we go. And yeah, sure. Everyone, remember to save. Thanks, Monami. Thanks for breaking the fourth wall, as usual. Don't worry, everything's fine.
ひよこちゃんの言うことを信じるとして、で、そこからどうなるんですか?
Hey, Robin.
犯人の目的が西園寺さんを罠にはめることなら、
Right.
そこで使われたものが手がかりになるんじゃないかな。
So we can try and find a clue from what they used to frame Hiyoko.
例の手紙のことか?
じゃなくて、グミの方かな。
は? お菓子が手がかりになるのか?
I can eat the clues? No, can't I know?
ねえ、西園寺さんがクローゼットで目を覚ました時って、もうそこにグミってあったの？
そういえばなかった気がする。
やっぱりね。
やっぱりって？
だって西園寺さんがいる間に捏造の証拠を置いても彼女に見つかったら捨てられちゃうもん。
The blood on her chest. Wait, whose chest? As in Mahiru's chest? No one had blood on their chest. Or that's usually Manakane. Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Oh, no, yeah. So Akane said it was from because she was fighting with Nekomaru, and Nekomaru is actually confirming that. So it seems maybe that's a bit of a red herring. It seems at that point maybe she's not suspicious, but we'll see as we get more into it.
つまりクローゼットにグミが置かれたのは西園寺がビーチハウスから逃げ出した後ということか。
犯人は現場に戻ってきたの？私が出てった後で？
そんな面倒なことをせずともビーチハウスのどこかに隠れていればいい話だ。
God, everyone's so helpful. I love them.
無理だよ。あそこには隠れる場所なんてないもん。シャワールームだって逃げるときにちょっと覗いたけど、でも誰もいなかったもん。
Maybe they're a ninja.
じゃあやっぱ戻ってきたってことか？
どっちだろうね。
I don't know, Chiaki.
でもその問題の答えが事件の真相につながってる気がするよ。
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? Not necessarily, but hell yeah, isn't Logic Dive time? Yep. Yeah, Logic Dive. Logic Dive's my favorite one because it's actually like a proper game. So, yeah. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answers from several questions. what's called a logic dive. During the logic dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your own brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse course. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It's just like that, those like 3D platformer thingies, like not Star Fox, but like that, those kind of like isometric ones. Drum that sideways. Wait, hang on. What did it actually say? I skipped it. Move sideways and accelerate. Okay, with the control key. Oh right, the control button. Control button, and you could. I think you can also press spacebar to jump as well. Because that would sound like I can't do it on a mouse because I've got a trackpad. So various obstacles. Yeah, I think it's damage. No random questions. Yeah, everything is correct. Highly recommend a good use of the brake. That's my medals. Hey, Ozymandias! You ready for chapter 2? Well, trial 2 part 2? Oh, it's gonna be fun. Press escape key, remove the controls. Anyway, logic dive. I love logic dive. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Just got finishing some patriotic hot dogs. Oh yeah, right. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Who lives in America? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Time for logic dive. Here we go. It's us. On a skateboard. Or a hoverboard. Yeah, okay. Oh, crap. I didn't even know you could do that. Sorry. I was... Okay, never mind. Oh, whoa. Sorry, hold on a second. Ew. Okay, yeah. I can use shift. That's it. And yeah, the space bar can also jump. Cool. Perfect. I accidentally changed my view so I can't see the chat right now, but it's fine. Whee! So yeah, the fun thing about this is essentially... Oh, wait, I need to think. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After Kyoko arrived or before? Obviously before, because they had to drug her. So they had to, catch her off guard, so... Whee! So yeah, the fun Seiyu fact. Basically, the reason why they're on a skateboard is because of Minami Takayama's Hajime, and so she's also Conan, and Conan is known for riding a rocket-powered skateboard or something like that. When did the killer arrive? Leave at the beach house, I guess after, because that's when she planted the evidence, which is what we're saying. Oh, yeah, I don't actually need to press shift at all. I can just press up to accelerate, so it's fine. Whoa! Oh crap! No, I was so close there. There's like a nice perfect run. Oh well. Whee! Jump, and don't jump here because then that happens automatically. Whee! Oh, yep, there it is. Ooh. Question 3. When was the killer hiding? I mean, you could have been hiding in the beach, but the assumption here is that they were hiding in the beach house. Because you can't really hide much in the beach. It would show their footprints as well, so... Woo! Yeah, did it! Oh, yeah, logic dive's fine. Anyway, let me bring back chat, sorry. Oh, okay, here sorry. Anyway, let's look at chat. Feel like Mind Dive David, love it or hate it? I like it. Only got revived by... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bless Tony, by the way, still in his 50s and still skating like a champ. Oh yeah, right, Tony Hawk, of course. Right, Tony Hawk pro skating. I get it, you guys are having a discussion about skateboarding games. Do you think the killer might have been hiding? Okay, alright, 2 things. 1, Hiyoko, thanks, now that you're not the culprit, you're still being like a total bitch to us now. Great, I almost feel sorry for, proving your innocence. And second of all, yeah, just you wait until chapter 4, am I right? Hajime doesn't know what an elevator is. That's his soul.
容疑が晴れた途端にすっかり強気になりましたな。
There we go. See, whenever I guess it might just be because subconsciously I remember all this dialogue, so that's why I'm just, you know, saying it before the characters say it.
いや、隠れる場所ならあったはずだぞ。西園寺、お前がちゃんと見てない場所だ。
どこのこと言ってんの？しつこいと終わりのデコピンで永久に黙らせるよ。
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... I'm surprised, this isn't really that logical, I'll be completely honest, but... Anyway, hang on. Let me just pause for a second while I open... There's something on the chat here. Oh yeah, I'm glad this is Japanese because I don't want to hear Hiyoko bitching in English. I mean, yeah, what's her name? I think it's... I think Kira Buckland is Hiyoko in the dub, and you know, everyone in the dub does a good job, of course. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really that logical that makes you sort of think about it. But you can't hide in the shower room because Hiyoko said she checked that. Around here, there's not really much to hide, and so I guess the only option is in the closet, I guess.
おそらく犯人はクローゼットに隠れてたんだ。
クローゼットって私が閉じ込められてた場所じゃん。
Yeah, Kira Buckland's bitch voice is too effective. Fair enough, fair enough.
お前はそこで目を覚ました後、慌てて飛び出したって言ったよな。
Fair enough as well.
クローゼットの中はちゃんと見てないはずだ。
Probably not looking around to see if anyone's hiding to see if they're watching you. Yeah. Game. There we go.
だが、あんなに狭い場所に2人も隠れられるのか？しかも西園寺に気づかれずにだぞ。
だからこそ犯人はそこに作ったんだよ。
Oh crap. If the killer made sure to, yeah, I forgot. Like the actual murder trial of this is a bit annoying. Also, yeah, thanks for the follow. 27 silhouettes of Curtis, whatever the hell that means. They put you on the spot a lot in this, and a lot of it's kind of guessing, a lot of it's kind of trial and error if you don't really realize it at the beginning. So we've got to work out the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet is. So yeah, you have to really pay attention to all this stuff, and so the ants, like, I guess you have to process elimination. There's nothing really to hide there. You can't really hide in the wetsuits because then you would see your face. So the only option is something around here, and then it's I think it's here because there's an opening in this case here, so you can stay in this case.
あそこにだったら隠れられたんじゃないか？ほら、棚に積まれてたサーフボードケースの中だよ。
It might have been that, or also just maybe because you said bitching. I've got no idea, but yeah. Anyway, the surfboard case is with how they. It's like I said, you have to really look through the pictures and really see what it means.
サーフボードケースの中？
Because it wasn't a truth bullet, so you just have to. It has to be observation.
あの棚ってさ、すごいごちゃごちゃしてたよね。
Oh, okay. Okay, all right, fair enough then. Yeah.
一つの段に2つのボードが置いてあったり、ケースから出たままのボードがあったりもしたっけ？あれは犯人がわざとそうしたんじゃないかな。
So I just realized pretty
自分の隠れ場所を確保するためにね。
It's convenient to you guys that the 4th of July is on a Saturday. You know, it's on the weekend and you got 4th of July holidays.
だって私たちがこの島に来たばっかの時はあんなに雑になってなかったはずだもん。
じゃあ、あの時犯人は私のすぐそばにいたの？
Ooh.
お前のすぐそばでじっと息を潜ませて隠れてたんだよ。
Imagine that. You got knocked out and your killer's just sitting there waiting. Very
言う
creepy.
なれば毒を食らわば皿までってやつっすね。
I have no idea what that means.
もしや東大元暮らしのことか？
Or that.
言うなればなんて意味のわからない言葉を使うもんじゃないっすね。
I wonder what the context behind that line is.
とにかく そこにじっと隠れてた犯人は西園寺が出て行ったのを見計らった後でようやくサーフボードケースの中から出てきたんだ。僕もその意見には賛成だな。
Great. I don't care.
誰もおめえに聞いてね
Exactly. God, I love this game.
罪をかぶせようとしている西園寺さんだけを残して犯人だけがビーチハウスを離れるわけないもんね。
I should know. I've been thinking of ways to frame people for murder.
残された西園寺さんがその偽装工作を台無しにしたら犯人はどうしようもなくなっちゃうわけだし。そう、犯人が同じビーチハウスに隠れて西園寺さんを見張ってたと考える方が自然だよ。聞いてねえのにペラペラ喋りやがって。よーし、ぶん殴られたくなかったらおとなしく俺にぶん殴られろ。
Yeah, please punch Nagito.
おとなしくなったな。じゃあ歯を食いしばれよ。ごめんワニさん、そうじゃなくてさ、ねえモノクマ、
Oh god
ちょ
damn
っと
it.
気になったことがあるんだけど聞いてもいいかな。
と聖徳太子は未来人だったと思うよ。歴史が動く裏には決まって未来人が関係しているからね。
Sure.
未来人の話はまた今度聞くとして、確か死体発見アナウンスが流れる条件に3人以上の人間が死体を発見ってあったよね。あの3人以上って犯人自身も含めるの？
Right. I remember this.
ああ、そうだね。まあ基本的にはそういうことになってるよね。
歯切れが悪いね。
たくもうそんなところに目をつけるなんて嫌な性格だな。言い訳から始めるようだけど、死体発見アナウンスは推理のためのものじゃないよ。あくまで公平に裁判を進めるためのもの。みんなに死体の発見を知らせるためのものなんだってば。
だから推理に持ち出されるのはいかんだって。まあその言い分もわからなくないけどね。だって死体を発見するシチュエーション次第では3人以上のルールが致命的になる場合もあるしね。
なので明言をしていない以上はフレキシブルな対応をさせていただいております。
フレキシブルな対応ね。
God damn it.
で今回はどうなの？犯人を含んだ3人なの？そうじゃないの？
What if the killer found the body and never said anything? Well, like they're explain. Well, as in, like I say, it's. Hang on. What's Monokuma answer?
もうわかったよ。言えばいいんでしょ。今回は犯人を含んでないよ。はい、終わり。
So basically, what he's saying is, in this situation, or at least in this situation, the killer seeing the dead body doesn't count as one of the three people. So, you know, they could have just sat around, done whatever, and nothing would have really changed until 3 actual people who aren't them saw the body. And so basically, I don't know exactly how much the game tells you about the rules in terms of what this implies, but what this is implying is, so the body discovery announcement played after Kazuichi saw the body. And we know that Hiyoko saw the body as well, because obviously she saw it and she ran away, and that's her testimony. So that's 2 people. And if it's not including the killer, that means that there's 1 more person who saw the body who isn't the killer. Basically, that's what you need to get from this. The game, I don't think the game does a very good job of explaining this all in logic, but you have that's if you do your own logic dive, that's basically what it is.
つまり今回は犯人以外の3人が小泉さんの死体を発見しているんだね。それがどうしたんだ？なんとなく気になったから聞いただ
God
け
damn
だ
it,
よ。
Nagito.
それより話を戻そうか。
See, he doesn't explain to you what that implies, that being that besides Hiyoko and Kazuichi, we're missing 1 person who is supposed to have seen the body. So, you know, you have to work that out for yourself, because Nagito is being Nagito and not telling you things.
お前さんが横道にそらしたんじゃろうが。
But everyone gets pissed off at him for it, so.
犯人がサーフボードケースに隠れてたってところからですよね。
そんでひよこちゃんが走り去った後で 犯人は悠々と証拠隠滅ライフを味わった。
だが話を進める前にはっきりさせておかねばならぬことがあったはずだ。
What's that?
犯人は西園寺が逃げる前に死体でドアを塞いだはずだが、結局その時についた血はどうしたのだ。
そういや、その謎の決着がまだだったの。
大丈夫だよ。ここまでたどり着いた君たちならその答えだってすぐに見つけられるはずだよ。
Don't say it like that, Nagito.
さあ、議論を再開させようか。
Now then, I should explain to the fine. Oh wait. Oh, I remember this. This point onwards now be the truth flashback. Okay, so this was in DR1 as well, but it's in this game too. But you only use it like I swear, like 2 or 3 times the entire game. So much so that you forget it's even a feature. Anyway, so remember you can absorb people's statements and then use that as to go against somebody else's statement. Yeah. The frustrating thing about Nagito, he technically gets useful information out of Monokuma. He just doesn't tell us why it's useful. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if he explains the player that, then there wouldn't be much of a mystery, would it? Wouldn't be as fun. Anyway, yeah. The flashbacks were a bit easier in DR1, I'll say. Yeah. See, when the first time to flashback, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? You'll not be able to agree with anyone while using the truth flashbacks. Anyway, good luck and have fun. So yeah, spoilers, that's what we're gonna have. Yeah, sometimes it helps, since you only have one truth bullet here, you kind of know that it's gonna be, yeah, like in live bullets and V3, it's at least consistent. There's one optional each trial. I mean, yeah, the live bullets mechanic, I mean, well, the thing is, this mechanic's obviously taken over from DR1, and they just didn't remove it, pretty much. But yeah, the live bullets are better. The only thing is with live bullets is sometimes, like, they're just not as cool. Like, it sounds cool, but the way that they're used in the game, like the necessary ones, aren't as cool. But oh well. Anyway, so the fact that it only gives you one truth bullet makes you know that you probably have to absorb someone. They couldn't, yes, yeah. It's a mystery because it's impossible. No news, I live to thinking. Oh crap. Didn't have to use the shower. Oh crap. Oh. I feel like I've seen it before. Oh, go Sonya. Oh crap.
毎朝クソを流してるわしには断言できる。絶対に詰まるぞ。
Why do you always get fired up about the bathroom?
逆転が発想で犯人以外が死体を動かしたとか。
You mean this?
洗い流せたんじゃないかな。
If I use that person's okay, it's just saying, hey, use the flashback thing. That they don't really give you any clues other than that.
シンプルに洗い流したんじゃ。シャワーは使え。
That's probably the one that we have to do.
クローゼットのウェットスーツはあれを着て死体を運んだのかもよ。
シャワー以外のものを使えば。
汚れたウェットスーツはどうする？
バラしてトイレに。
毎朝クソを流絶対に詰まる。
逆転の発想、犯人以外が洗い流せたんじゃないかな。
Alright, let's see if that works.
犯人は体についた血をどうしたのかな。
シンプルに洗い流した。
シャワーはなら洗い流すのは無理じゃねえか。
それは違うぞ。 Yeah, it's more fun to figure out with truth bullets turn to a lie and to figure out whether there's even a flashback at all. Yeah. No, I understand what you mean, because also, you know, what also helps in V3, although to be fair, I didn't know this until like after I played it, but it's a bit more obvious anyway in terms of it. But the music's actually different if you can get through the trial by doing a live bullet, so I don't think that's in this case, but who knows.
シャワー以外のものを使えばいいんだからな。シャワー以外のものってなんだよ。
Something other than the shower was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was... no, it wasn't raining. Probably wasn't to see, otherwise they'd have footprints. So maybe the drinks inside the refrigerator, there were drinks in there.
そうか。冷蔵庫の中のドリンクだ。あれを使えば体についた血を洗い流せるよな。
Just keep in mind, like, there also is a shower room in there, so it could easily just drain all the water. Ooh. Hi, Peko. You're fighting us on this.
断言できるが、それはありえないぞ。
どうしてだよ。
あの冷蔵庫をよく思い出してみろ。そうすればわかるはずだ。
See, I like it's like, you know, it's not like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna go in and like fight you for the sake of it. It's like, you know, no, I am thinking about this logically and I'm just gonna disagree with you. It's fun.
冷蔵庫のドリンクを使った可能性など存在しないということがな。
Battle showdown! It's samurai sword time, guys. The trash can. I know what this is
ビーチハウスの
already.
冷蔵庫には確かにドリンクがあったが、ドリンク1本の量との血を洗い流すには足りんぞ。
Ah! Tone in Peko's voice is so threatening it might cut me. Like I said, metaphorical samurai swords. We're nearing the moment where our fates will be decided.
ビーチハウスの冷蔵庫確かにドリンクがだが、ドリンク1本のとても血を洗い流すには足りんぞ。
聞くわけにはいかない。
Oh, yes! Yes!
使ったドリンクが1本だけとは限らない。大量に使えば洗い流せるはずだ。
ありえないと言っただろ。あの冷蔵庫に水の類はな。
That's not true!
切らせてもらう。
That's not true, because there were some in the trash can.
あの冷蔵庫には水があったんだよ。
何度も言わせるの。あそこには水などどこにも。
それは事件後の話だろ。事件前は違う。ちゃんと水はあったんだ。そして犯人はその水を全て使って自分の体の血を洗い流したんだ。
全て使ったからあそこにはなかったというのか。そんなものはこじつけだ。
I'm gonna say the DR2 rebuttal showdown has me traumatized up to the fourth one. I only use keyboard, could not wrap my head around diagonal cuts, and holy shit, okay, Ozymandias, I had the exact same problem. I forgot that you could even cut diagonally, and then I'm like, how do you do that? And then I think I looked up a playthrough of it when I got to that section, and then it was like, oh hey, okay, you can do it diagonally. I mean, you can still do it diagonally with the arrow keys, though, I'll say.
こじつけなんかじゃない。証拠ならちゃんとゴミ箱の中に残ってたはずだ。大量に捨てられた同じ種類のペットボトル。これがそうなんじゃないか。
確かにこれって水のペットボトルって感じのデザインだね。
つうか実際そうだぞ。俺何日か前にビーチハウスに行った時、そのペットボトルで水を飲んだ気がする。
Who has trash duty on this island?
もっと早く気づいてくださいよ。
We have bullets, swords, there is number 3 on the weapon triangle. I don't think so, honestly. I think it's mostly just swords and bullets. Oh, and screaming. Fair enough. Bullets, swords, and screaming.
ではペットボトルの水をシャワー代わりにしたのは本当なのですね。
I don't know what you consider debate scrum. That's kind of like its own genre, but it's still just them talking.
大量のペットボトルの水を全身に浴びたなんて実にシンプルで納得しやすい答えっすもん。
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
どうやら日向くんも気づいちゃったみたいだね。犯人の正体に。
Yeah. Oh man, I think this was probably one of the times where I feel like I figured out who the killer was at the exact same time that the game told me that Hajime did. We'll see.
ほら、やっぱりそうだ。なんじゃがね。犯人に気づいただと。
Maybe it wasn't Fuyuhiko after all.
そうか。それは誰を指しているのだ。
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that had been splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be a person. if the killer had to go and douse themselves had to wash all the blood off them with plastic water bottles, and we know that they did because all of the water bottles were gone in the trash can, they probably would have still been wet when they went to see us. Who was the person that we saw who was soaking wet and they said that they had gone swimming? They said they had gone swimming, but no one's there to verify it. Maybe that was a lie. Peko Pekoyama. Time for you to explain yourself.
お前しかいない。
I told you the fan service scene was important.
お前なのか。
ちょっと何黙ってんの？犯人じゃないかって疑われてんだよ。
ではとりあえず聞いておこうか。なぜ私が犯人だと思うのだ？
海水浴の待ち合わせの時、ダイナーに来たお前の姿を思い出したんだ。
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
犯人がペットボトルの水で全身を洗い流したなら、そいつは濡れてなきゃおかしい。
I told you the fan service scene was important.
ビーチハウスにはタオル類が置いてなかったし、水を完全に乾燥させるにも時間がかかるからな。お前はそれをごまかすために人泳ぎしてきたなんて言ったんじゃないのか。
黙ってねえで何とか言えよ。
ちょっと待てやこら。てめえらはそいつをダイナーで見ただけでビーチハウスから来たのを見たわけじゃねえんだろ。だったら本当に泳いでただけかもしれねえだろ。
泳いでるのを見たやつだっていねえじゃねえか。
いや、俺が見てるぞ。
は？
俺はてめえらとダイナーで会った後、ホテルに帰る途中でそいつとすれ違ったんだ。だからそいつは間違いなくビーチハウスとは逆の方向からダイナーに来たはずだ。
待てよ、それはおかしいだろ。さっきお前は言ってたじゃないか。
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
お前は誰とも会ってないって言ったはずだ。忘れたなんて言わせないぞ。
Yeah. I think the term is like it's more of a generalized term for gangster than actually yakuza. Ironically, given in the given that it's like the English dub version makes it sound more specifically Japanese, but yeah, it's pretty much like the dialogue. Obviously, the English dialogue is always the same, even if it's sub or dub audio. And right now, it seems like Fuyuhiko is trying to protect Peko from getting accused.
まだだ。まだその女が犯人だって決めるのは早いぞ。
Fuyuhiko is a very bad liar in some ways.
犯人がどうやってビーチハウスから出たのかがはっきりしてねえじゃねえか。
そういえばそうでしたね。
道路側のドアは塞
Oh,
がって
here
る
we
し、
go. I think I know what
ビーチ側
happens.
の方は足跡が残るから無理となれば。じゃあ犯人はどこからどうやって出たっつんだ。
どうして冬彦ちゃんがムキになってるんすか？疑われているのはペコちゃんなんすよ。
Yeah, see, Ibuki is being quite insightful here as well.
いいから答えろ。答えられるもんなら答えてみやがれ。
答えられるかもしれないよ。
Do it.
本当にわかるというのか？今までずっとわからなかった謎なんだぞ。
でもね、横山さんが犯人だと仮定すると、その謎の答えも見えてきそうな気がするんだ。
そうか。ならば聞かせてもらおうか。ビーチハウスから出た方法とやらをな。
Well, Alicia's not fighting it.
じゃあ、まずは犯人がどこから出たのかをはっきりさせよっか。
The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. So it's not. It could be the doors facing the beach and then they wipe their footprints away, but that seems unlikely. Not the closet. The only exit is in the small window in the shower room that we investigated earlier. You could fit in through there.
そうか。道路側の出入り口もビーチ側の出入り口も無理なら他に考えられるのはシャワールームの小窓以外にないはずだ。
あの窓の高さを知らねえのかよ。エコ山に届くような高さじゃねえんだよ。
でも例えば誰かに手伝ってもらえば。
肩車でもしたら届くかもしんねえけど、手伝った方が取り残されちまうぞ。何か道具を使った可能性はありませんか？例えばロープのようなものとか。
Now I'm hearing it in Japanese. How the kabuki the kabukicho yakuza accent on him, especially how he rolls his R's. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't really know what it sounds like. You know, like you can make guesses as to maybe this comes some kind of accent, but yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, of course, everybody praises Fuyuhiko's performance in the dub, and fair enough. I mean, Derek Stephen Prince is like the highlight performance in all of Danganronpa dub, because he does Fuyuhiko in this game and Kokichi in the third game, and you know there's some pretty demanding performances, and he does them really well. But yeah, you know, well, we still gotta give credit to the Japanese as well.
で、使った後の道具はどうすんだ。外に捨てたとか間抜けなこと言うんじゃねえだろな。
いいな、それだと修学旅行のルールに引っかかるぞ。
ポイ捨ては禁止。たとえ証拠品であってもそれは同じっすね。
ほら見ろ、やっぱあの窓からは出られねえんだよ。
道具を使えばいいんだよ。
Derek Stephen Prince is a treasure, yeah. I mean, I didn't even realize that he's in Digimon Zero 2 as well, and he's Ken, and I'm like, okay, you know, okay, that makes sense. His voice is quite distinctive when you realize it's him, and it's like, in a way, it's sort of typecast for very specific roles, but he can definitely do emotional range, even if not necessarily voice range.
千秋ちゃん、寝てちゃダメっすよ。道具は使えないって今言ったばっかじゃないですか。
道具を使えないって話だったっけ？道具を処分できないって話じゃなかった？そっか、別に処分なんかしなくてもずっと隠して持ってればいいんですよ。
はあ？エコ山お姉は水着なんだよ。隠すってどこに隠すの？
It was in her cleavage the whole time. Oh no, oh, never mind. That's not. That was a bad joke. But it would totally be a joke that Danganronpa would do. I was hiding it in my boobs. Oh wait. Or I mean, that's an even worse answer. Oh, he's also Worm. So he's Wormmon in Zero 2? I thought he was Ken. Okay. Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. Oh, okay, he's Vmon. All right, okay. I'm obviously I'm getting very confused here. Someone said something that he was something he was someone in Zero 2, but yeah. If that's the case, is it Hangman? Yep. Focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. It's time, everyone. It's time, boys. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, jeez. So what did the killer use to escape out the window in the shower room? I can't even pause? Really? Okay, so anyway, okay. What's the speed up there? That's it. Alright. Oh shit, Zeon recommended me. Zeon, thanks Zeon for, I guess you must have retweeted me or something. Cool. Anyway, you came during Hangman's Gambit, also known as the most annoying minigame in this trial. Oh wait, B. I'm an idiot. It starts. I'm not even thinking about how to do things. Alright, see here. Okay, I get it, computer. Here we go. Okay, why is it? Oh, okay. That's why. For some reason. Anyway, so it has to be something that's probably on her person, so the only thing she has is that bamboo sword. New and improved, everyone! Ah! I just need to know! And I screwed up! Ah! Oh, jeez. Alright. I think I don't need the O's anymore. Ah! No! Alright. Now we need an S. We need an S. No! There we go. S. No! Oh my god, I'm terrible right now. There we go, W. Now an O. O. What was that? I don't know. I need an O. I don't need the W's anymore. Go away. Go away. Go away. There we go. O. Alright, now I just need an R and a D. Everything else doesn't matter. Game. There's the D. That's what she said. I don't need an M. Why is there an M here? Wait, oh, I'm an idiot. There are. Ah, oh jeez. Oh, look at my health. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is not what Danganronpa is normally like. This is like the one weird exception.
その背中の竹刀をいつも肌身離さず持ち歩いてるよな。
Oh jeez, that was hard.
確かあの時もそうだったな。
She was still carrying it with her.
お前は水着姿だったにもかかわらず、竹刀だけはちゃんと身につけてたよな。
I mean, also technically it could have been anything really, and she could have just put it inside there, but they're saying it's the sword itself. Which makes sense, the sword is long. That's also what she said.
そのまさかだよ。ペコ山はその竹刀を踏み台にして窓から出たんだ。
刀を踏み台に？ほら、やっぱ忍者じゃねえか。だから言ってる？忍者だったら簡単に登れるって。
Akane can't be helpful, and the broken clock is right twice a day.
忍者には壁登りの技があんだよ。壁に立てかけた刀のつばの部分を踏み台にすんだ。
So here we go. I didn't even know these things are real, but there you go.
ああ、ジャパニーズ忍者ですね。
God, I love you, Sonia. Just like a Japanese ninja.
ソニアさん、忍者はジャパンにしかいないんです。
ペコ山さんの場合は竹刀だったけど、まあ体重の軽い女子なら苦もなく登れる。
どうだ、ペコ山。何か反論はあるか？
Now then, time has come for the... Oh, crap. Okay, the rhythm game. I'm not good at this. Alright, fever time. Press the space. Tab pushed. And then you won't miss. I need to focus gauge. And then they can do nega time. Where you don't know when the timing is. I'm not going to tell them not to redo the entire class trial. Oh, wow. Oh, that's... Apparently, you don't have to... This feature, you can change the difficulty in V3 whenever you want. You don't have to redo anything. Thank God. That's the only way I got through that with the stupid botched PC port and its input lag. Am I right? Oh, okay. It's actually doing it with Fuyuhiko.
竹刀を踏み台にして窓から出ただ。だったら
It's interesting because yeah, Peko is not really the kind of person to just break her, lose her cool, and go crazy. But for Yuhiko is, so you're the one who you have to fight against him, really.
シャワールームに残されたまま回収できなくなっちまうじゃねえかボケ。
クズリュウ、お前はどうしてそんなに。うるせえ、いいから答えろ。答えられるもんなら答えてみやがれ。
Yeah, pretty much by V3 they're Spike Spike Chunsoft, they're okay and they're good at stories. Gameplay, they're not the best. They still sometimes have all these little quirks and little design flaws that probably a big budget triple A studio wouldn't necessarily do.
市内を踏み台にしたらその市内が残されちまうだろうが。
Yuhiko, why? Why are you? Panic, talk, action. Alright, I was really bad this last time. I'm still not good at the rhythm. Bamboo sword bag! No, because you're supposed to hold, not tap to the rhythm. Is it? Okay. That would explain why I'm never good at this minigame. I'm good enough to get through it, but yeah. I'm gonna say it.
その市内に市内袋を結んでおいて。
DR2 minigames are weird. Yeah, they are. But I like Logic Dive at least.
そのまま窓までよじ登った後に市内袋を手繰り寄せれば市内を回収することができるんだ。
なるほど。市内だけじゃなく市内袋まで脱出のために使ったんだね。オワリさんは忍者みたいって言ってたけど、そんな安っぽいもんじゃないよ。常に市内を警戒するペコ山さんだからこその離れ技。超高校級の剣道家にふさわしい方法って言えるよね。
Speaking of weird minigames, time to play Baseball in Yakuza 2!
だからこそ残念だよ。
Oh my god. No. No. Shut the fuck up, Nagito. Shut up.
おめえは引っ込んでろ。
本当なんですか？本当に横山さんが小泉さんを。
ちょっと待てよ。おめえらは憶測で物を語ってるだけじゃねえか。証拠がねえだろ。証拠がなけりゃ俺は認めねえぞ。分かったかクラ。
もういい。
Ooh.
あ？
もういいと言ったんだ。これ以上は何を言ったところでただの悪あがき。
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
花は桜木、人は武士といったところか。その潔さだけは認めてやる。よし、貴様が認めるならそれで終わりだ。それでは投票タイムを始めよう。
そうだな。さっさと始めてくれ。
あ、ちょっと待って。その前に一つだけ確認させて。
投票タイムの後ではダメなのか？
You really want to die that badly?
それにも関わる大事な話なんだよね。ほら、ペコ山さんの動機についてだよ。
動機？
結局あなたはトワイライトシンドローム殺人事件とは無関係だったよね。
And it's true, she wasn't in the staff role.
だったらさ、どうして小泉さんを殺しちゃったの？
You know, Chiaki's basically being like, you know, if this wasn't related to the motive, then, you know, are we wrong then? Does it have to be related to the motive?
そんなことか。そうだな。その質問に答えるとしたら、我が大義のためとなるのかな。
Huh?
大義？
この世の正義を守るため。
Huh?
私はたかが支援ごときで自分の手を汚したりはしない。私が人を殺す理由はただ一つ。正義を守るためだ。
お前さん、何を言っとるんじゃ。
Echo, not you too. That's how you're crazy as well.
正義こそが人間を人間たらしめる秩序。人間が誇るべき美徳。正義は永遠の太陽であり、不滅の月である。幸せを守る父であり、優しく微笑む母である。もしもし、ペコちゃん、どうしちゃったんすか？正義がこの世から消えるようなことがあれば、たちまち世界は凍りつき、人々からは微笑みが消えてしまうだろう。そう、させない。
もういい。もうやめろ。
正義は絶えずに我らの頭上に輝き、我らを導く存在でなければならないのだ。
Just you wait, Robin.
やめろって言ってんだろうが。
だから私は戦う。正義を守るために戦い続けるのだ。
これはまさか。
輝く正義を仮面に浴びて、醜き悪の五臓六腑をぶちさらす。正義完了。
Whoops! Hey, what do you know? The mask came into it.
正義で貫く正義のど真ん中、闇夜に輝く土正義一番星と呼んで、キラキラちゃんとは私のことだ。
Remember when I was like, you know, they pretty much got Kotono Mitsuishi for this specifically because they were pretty much typecasting? Yeah, this is why they got Kotono Mitsuishi to do this.
正義を執行しようか。
なんだそりゃ。小山よ、何しとんじゃ。
私はキラキラちゃん。キラキラと輝く正義のもと、正義を振りかざしにやってきたのだ。
何これ、うっすら寒くて付き合えないよ。
ペコちゃんが靴しちゃった。
Even this,
気をつけてください。
even this music is ridiculous. Does she have a fancy makeup transformation item? Well, no, because she's not an actual... The idea is she's not a magical girl. She is a serial killer who is themed after magical girls. Although, yeah, actually that would have been cool if she had a transformation item.
キラキラちゃんは正義の味方を自称するシリアルキラーなのです。
She is a serial killer.
古今東西のさまざまなヒーローものの覆面をかぶって犯罪者を殺しまくる殺人鬼のはずなんですけど、あれ？
正義の味方、それでお面をかぶってんのか。
これは線引きのようなものだ。あらゆる偶像崇拝がそうであるように、太陽は手が届かないからこそ尊い。ならば正義もそうあるべきだ。
よくわからんが、こいつはどえれえことになっちまったの。
This is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
これは驚きの超展開ですよ。
I know, right? A chapter 2, and it turns out this character that we knew the whole time was actually hiding another personality of a serial killer. Wow, we have never seen this before.
グーしかグー。ちょっと寝てる場合じゃないですって。ほら殺人鬼ですよ。グーしかグー。またかよ。
Like I said, they are like this whole shredding justice thing is pretty much just here. Well, partially here because of the plot, but also partially here because they are making a giant joke about Danganronpa 1 again. Like I said, goodbye fourth wall. You know what? They should just call this game Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Fourth Wall, because that's basically what it is.
寝言で、さっきの質問の答えは？あなたはどうして小泉さんを殺しちゃったの？
And of course, Chiaki, bless, I don't know if she's really courageous or really stupid, is like, oh, okay, I guess you're a serial killer now. But why did you kill Mahiru?
この世界は正義の光で満たされてなければならない。そこに一切の影も許してはならないのだ。悪、即、残、殺。どんな状況であろうとも悪を見過ごすわけにはいかない。
まさか小泉お姉のこと？
それを知ってたってことは君もあのゲームをプレイしたんだね。
おかげでドブネズミのようにコソコソと隠れていた人殺しの共犯者を見つけることができた。
ではお前さんが小泉を殺した理由というのは？
無論正義を守るためだ。正義を守るために私が無慈悲な剣となり、そして正義を執行したのだ。やばい、わかりやすいぐらいにベタなサイコパスじゃないですか。
Speaking real quick, I hate on stream it's not Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, it's Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. Oh, there you go. I didn't even realize that. Interesting. Also interesting that Ibuki says psychopath in English. I guess that must be a Japanese loanword.
小山、それがお前の本性なのか？
本性？
Oh, messes with game order my Steam list. Right, yeah.
自分が何者かなどとっくに忘れたさ。私にはそれだけの覚悟があるということだ。最も大切なものを守るために大切なものを捨てる覚悟がな。この世を正義でキラキラと照らすことができるのなら、私は何者にでもなろう。
もう限界だ。こんな茶番劇さっさと終わらせるぞ。
You know, it's actually interesting that I'm thinking about it, comparing DR2's reaction to seeing a serial killer to DR1's reaction. Like everybody in the class right now are basically just like, this is disgusting. Let's just get this over and done with. I don't want to deal with the fact that there's a serial killer here. I feel like in DR1 they're a bit more, I guess, not creeped out. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer. In the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
この事件をもう一度最初から振り返って、それで終わりにさせるぞ。
Here we go, closing argument time. Comic book, let's go. This is fun. Alright, morning of the incident, Mahiru met with, I guess, that's Hyoko wakes up, met the bath, then we saw the plastic water bottle. Mahiru went. So, okay. And to Lord Mahiru and Hyoko, they sent the letter, that we don't have that. First one to arrive at the beach house was, that's when she woke up, so it's not that one. I think, hang on, let's continue. Next one to arrive at the beach house was Mahiru, which we don't need that. What did the killer leave next to the body was the mask? Hang on. Should I hide? don't even, which ones? Okay, right. This, oh, where to hide. Yeah, here we go. That one's that, right? Alright. Oh, and to wash off the blood, you need the water bottles. That's the same as this one, so it must be here. Yeah, okay, because it's after now. The first one you found the body was, oh, that's creepy. Look at Hyoko's face there. It's a good art, creepy face, but that's when Hyoko wakes up. I think that's all. Yep. Alright, next stock. Alright. Akane is covered in blood? Wait, when was that? What's that from? I've got no idea. Anyway, okay. So we've got Hyoko arriving at the beach house, yeah. Alright, and then the sword thing. The sword thing is here. It's close, Hyoko ran away. I think that's... There you go, there's a big piece of evidence. Footprint. To retrieve the bamboo sword, you've got to tie it to the sword bag. Yep. Alright. Stock 3. Alright, so here's an earlier one, yeah, because this is the... Oh, look at Mahiru. She's so, like, conflicted. It's so sad because, like, she knows what's going on. She wants to just, discuss with the people in the game what's going on. Okay, a lot of letters. Yeah, forged letters. Next one to arrive at the beach house was Mahiru. Oh, look, she's so cute. I love Mahiru. Last stock, last ones. Alright. Okay, here we've got what did the killer leave next to the body was the mask. And after Hyoko ran away. Oh, okay, saying that there's a gummy there. Oh, is that it? Alright, got it.
事件の始まりは今朝のことだ。小泉が西園寺に声をかけたところからだった。きっと小泉は動機として与えられたトワイライトシンドローム殺人事件をプレイして、自分と同じようにゲームの登場人物だった誰かにその内容について相談したかったんだろう。そして西園寺は小泉の誘いに応じ、二人は後でゆっくり話をする約束を交わした。だけどそんな二人の約束を聞いていた人物がいた。二人の会話を盗み聞いた犯人はその約束を利用したある殺人計画を思いついた。あるものを用意することで二人の行動を操ろうと企んだんだ。それは手紙だ。小泉と西園寺のそれぞれに偽物の手紙を送ったんだ。小泉には14時30分にビーチハウスへ来てほしいという内容の手紙を送り、一方の西園寺には14時ちょうどにビーチハウスへ来てほしいという内容の手紙を送った。そうやって約束の時間を別々にすることで2人をバラバラにビーチハウスへとおびき出したんだ。その手紙にまんまと騙された西園寺は手紙通りに14時にビーチハウスを訪れ、そこで待ち構えていた犯人によって眠らされてしまったんだ。西園寺を眠らせた犯人はすぐに彼女をクローゼットの中に隠した。後で彼女を犯人に仕立て上げるためにだ。そしてそのまま14時30分になると今度は小泉がビーチハウスを訪れた。自分が殺人の標的として狙われているとも知らずにな。そんな無防備な小泉に背後から近づいた犯人はある凶器を構えた。あの現場に残ってた金属バットだ。金属バットは小泉の後頭部に振り下ろされ、そこで小泉は息絶えた。積み木の検視によると小泉は即死だったらしいから、犯人が誰かもわからないまま殺されたんだろうな。こうして小泉を殺すという目的を達成した犯人はそこから現場の偽装工作を開始したんだ。まず小泉の死体を引きずって移動させ、その死体で道路側のドアを封鎖してしまった。それと現場に落ちていた仮面も そこで犯人が自ら残したものなんだろうな。理由はわからないけど、犯行声明みたいなものなのかもしれない。俺たちが死体を発見した時の状況はこうやって作られたんだ。だけど小泉の死体を動かしたせいで、犯人はその返り血を体に付着させてしまった。しかもシャワールームは故障中で水が出ないから、それを洗い流すこともできない。でもそんなことは犯人の想定内だった。犯人は自分の体の血を洗い流すためにシャワー以外の別のものを使ったんだ。ビーチハウスの冷蔵庫にあったペットボトルの水だ。おそらく一連の犯行に及ぶ前からシャワールームにそれを運んでおいたんだろうな。犯人は水の出ないシャワーの代わりにそれで自分の体に付着した血を洗い流したんだ。ただ空になったペットボトルだけはビーチハウスのゴミ箱に捨てるしかなかったんだろう。屋外に物を捨てるのは禁止だし、別の場所に運ぶのは時間がかかるからな。そうやって血を洗い流した犯人は西園寺がいるクローゼットのある場所に隠れたんだ。犯人はあらかじめ空にしておいたサーフボードケースの中に隠れたんだよ。そしてそのまま時間が経つと、睡眠薬の効果が切れた西園寺が目を覚ました。クローゼットから出てきた西園寺はかなり動揺したはずだ。会う約束をしていたはずの小泉がなぜか目の前で死んでたんだからな。西園寺はそのショックと自分が疑われるかもしれないという焦りから、慌ててビーチハウスを飛び出してしまったんだ。
No wonder she was crying.
そのせいで西園寺は砂浜に足跡を残してしまったんだ。全ては西園寺をはめるための犯人の罠だったんだよ。そして西園寺が立ち去った後、犯人はようやくサーフボードケースから出てくると、西園寺にさらなる疑惑を向けるため事前に準備していたグミを置いたんだ。もっとも結果的にはそれが西園寺の疑惑を晴らす手助けになるんだけどな。そして最後に犯人はビーチハウスからの脱出に取り掛かった。もちろんビーチから出て足跡を残すわけにはいかないから、犯人は別のルートでビーチハウスから脱出したんだ。それはシャワールームの小窓だ。ただ小窓は高い位置にあるから普通じゃ届かない。そこで犯人はある意外な道具を使ったんだ。犯人がいつも身につけていた竹刀だ。犯人はその竹刀の柄に竹刀を入れていた袋を結びつけ、そして竹刀袋を片手に持ったまま竹刀を踏み台にして小窓に飛び移ったんだ。
I think that's a good
そうやっ
diagram
て
to
外に
explain
出るこ
it.
とができれば、あとは竹刀袋を引っ張って竹刀を回収するだけだ。こうしてビーチハウスを後にした犯人は何食わぬ顔で俺たちの前に現れた。
Cute. Aw. Look, I mean, obviously you've got your nice little fan service. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just made out of bamboo, but it's, I guess it's strong enough to hold her weight at least for a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a bamboo sword before. I've got no idea if this is physically possible or not. Yeah, you got nice little fan service bikini Chiaki, and look at Hajime. He's cute there. And Ibuki at the back on the looking like she's got the jukebox.
だけど濡れた髪と水着はすぐには乾かない。それを拭くタオルもビーチハウスにはなかった。だから犯人は言い訳のために俺たちにこう言ったんだ。
Oh crap.
どうだ、これがお前が起こした事件の真相だ。そうだよな、ペコ山ペコ。
Ooh, it's cute. Like mouth got slashed off and then it's Peko. It's cute.
なるほどな。で、それがどうしたのだ。へっちゃらかよ。私には何もやましいことなどないからな。
何言ってんのさ、小泉お姉を殺した分際で。
違う。私は正義の名のもとに悪を成敗しただけだ。 断罪される理由などどこにもない。
もういいよ、さっさと投票を終わらせてこの天然ド変態女をぶっ殺しちゃおうよ。
殺されるわけがない。
Yeah, Peko.
正義は決して殺されはしないぞ。それはお前たちにもよく分かっているはずだ。
何を言っている。
いいか、最も大切なものを守るためには大切なものを捨てる覚悟が必要なのだ。分かったか。
わかりません、何もわかりません。
では単刀直入に言おう。お前たちには正義を執行してもらう。私という正義を生き延びさせるために自分の命を諦めるのだ。
本気で言ってるのか。
本気どころか正義だ。
Yeah,
ここで私が倒れたら誰がこの世の悪を取り締まるというのだ。さあ、自分の中にある正義の心に従うのだ。そして正義を守るために私を救え。
Nagito, we need counter creep. Okay, that would be interesting.
とっとと正義を執行しろ。
ふざけんな。誰がおめえなんかのために死ぬか。
ここでペコちゃんを見逃したら伊吹たちが皆殺しにされちゃうじゃないですか。偉大なる正義のためであれば多少の犠牲はやむを得まい。
Right, and so she's basically threatening them now, and pretty much being like, yeah, if I get out of here, I'm just gonna murder you guys.
安心しろ。お前たちが命を賭して守った正義は決して無駄にはしないぞ。
もう付き合ってらんないよ。早く投票して処刑しちゃおうってば。ですけど、その前に。
このクマよ、投票じゃ。さっさと投票させんかい。
Or is she just blowing air for Yuhiko does that? Well, you'll see. Let me just say, by the end of this, all of this gets cleared up.
むくむくむくむく。やっと起きた。話は聞かせてもらった。いや、聞いてなかったけど別にいいや。ではお前らはお手元のスイッチを押して投票してください。投票の結果、プロとなるのは誰か。その答えは正解なのか不正解なのか。プププププ、ワクワクのドキドキだよね。
It's voting time. Yeah, let me just say, this has a very long post-trial discussion over what the hell just happened with all of that, and how Fuyuhiko ties into it all. Oh, Peko. You got such a cool design. So cute. Got the silver hair and the glasses and the pigtails, but you're also like, you know, it's really a...
ごめんなさい。
Oh.
もう少しだけよろしいでしょうか。
Oh shit, I forgot about this part. So Sonia is just interrupting the trial ends. Thanks, Sonia.
すみません。もう少しだけ話し合いを続けさせてください。
話し合いを続けるって、でも投票は終わっちゃいましたよ。
Yeah, we're destroying the fourth wall again, I guess.
ですけど、どうしても気になって。だってこんなの絶対におかしいんですって。
Huh?
おかしいとはどういう意味じゃ。犯人はペコ山で間違いないはずだぞ。
それはそうなんですけど、ただですね。
ペコ山さんは本当にキラキラちゃんなのか。殺人鬼マニアのソニアさんはそれを気にしてるんだね。
Of course, you're butting in about this.
おい、ソニアさんは殺人鬼マニアなんかじゃねえぞ。人より少しだけ熱狂的な情熱を注いでいるだけだ。
Oh my god, Kazuichi.
世間ではそれをマニアと呼ぶんす。
実を言うと僕も疑問に思ってたんだよね。だってさ、ソニアさんの知るキラキラちゃんとペコ山さんとでは決定的な相違点があるもんね。
Is there?
決定的な相違点。
ソニアさんはキラキラちゃんについて以前こんな風に言ってたんだよ。
Oh shit, okay. I'm just thinking about it, like, okay, but that's why you can't, Sonia doesn't talk about the Kira Kira-chan stuff until after until like after we do the whole thing with investigating, because then Nagito's there with us, so that's how Nagito knows about all this.
正義で貫く正義のど真ん中、闇夜に輝くと正義一番星。人呼んでキラキラちゃんとは私のことだ。
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? And yeah, Peko was there to listen to it. I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who was interviewed at Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see. So that's what it was. I think about the difference between the serial killer and Peko. Gender, height, special ability. Thing is, she mentions that it was in their native language, as in implying the native language is not Japanese. And yeah, oh wait. To answer your question, no, Kazuichi's basically just loyal sim throughout the entire thing, and he never really gets it. But at the same time, he never does anything bad either. He's just a bit of a casual sim.
あの雑誌にその時のレポートが原文で載っていたので、私がそれを訳してみたのです。
訳してみたってことは、つまり日本語じゃなかったってことだよな。
Or Japanese. He's definitely saying it wasn't written in Japanese then, right?
はい、私が読んでいたあの雑誌はスペイン語の雑誌だったのです。
Oh, okay, shit. I was wondering if maybe they were going to just say if it was in English or something, because, you know, they like making things, if something's in English, you know, then in the English translation they'll change it to another language, but I'm pretty sure she said, like, literally says Spanish there as well.
ですから、そこに載っていたキラキラちゃんのセリフも間違いなくスペイン語で、つまりキラキラちゃんと遭遇したジャーナリストも、そしてキラキラちゃん自体も
Not from Japan. All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers are from the same country. God, this is pretty leading. Hello. Yep. Oh, thanks. Didn't see anything. I just assumed both serial. You know, it's like I said, Hajime is basically just breaking the fourth wall here as well. It's like, in the first game they said there was a serial killer, and the serial killer ended up being one of us. So I just assumed it was going to be the same case in the second case as well, in the second game as well. But maybe it's not that simple this time. That wasn't the case. If so,
猫山、お前はキラキラちゃんなんかじゃない。そのはずがないんだ。
like I said, things are a bit more interesting in the second case. It's not just in the second game. It's not just as simple as, oh hey, one of our classmates is also a serial killer. Although to be fair, Genocide Jack didn't kill anyone in Danganronpa 1 either. Whereas Peko did, but she's not a serial killer? Question mark?
それでも自分がキラキラちゃんって言い張るなら、今の決め台詞を今度はスペイン語で言ってもらえるかな。
お前にそれができるのか。
Peko.
どうやらこの仮面の剥がれる時が来たようだな。だがそれでいい。私にとってはもう必要のないものだ。そして今頃気づいたところでお前たちは手遅れだ。私の役割はとっくに終了している。
Just kind of smiling. Time for the. God, I'm gonna totally start like properly crying by this.
私の道具としての役割はもうすべて完了しているのだからな。
あれ？なんかまた元に戻っちゃいましたけど。
You'll see.
あの仮面はもう用済みだ。今の私と同じようにな。
なんだよそれ。 用済みとか手遅れとかどういう意味だ？
すでに投票を終えた今となってはという意味だ。
Her not being crazy is the twist, and that's so good. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, because like I said, it's DR1, we do it, and then it's like, oh hey, it turns out, the big twist is Toko Fukawa is actually crazy. And this time it's like, okay, oh, the twist is going to be the same. It's Peko Pekoyama's actually crazy. But no, the real twist is no, she's not crazy. There's a reason why. You'll see.
はっきりせっか。こっちはお前さんの目的を聞いておるんじゃぞ。
目的などあるわけがない。私はただの道具に過ぎないのだからな。
Plus, it's just nicer and more wholesome than just, oh, a person's just a crazy serial killer, you know? This makes more sense when you understand this.
ペコ山さんが道具ってことはさ、つまりその道具を使った人が他にいるってことだよね。
当然だろう。道具は道具だけでは何もできないのだからな。
なるほどね。ようやく分かったよ。まあなんとなくそんな気がしてたんだけどね。
どういうことなんだ？
つまり殺人現場になったビーチハウスにはペコ山さんと西園寺さん以外の別の誰かもいたんだ。
This is what I was talking about with the thing with the Monokuma's rule, because there had to be, because if Pecco's the killer and Pecco doesn't count, then that means there has to be one other person who saw the body. Well, yeah.
別の誰か？
ほら、それを裏付ける根拠だってあったはずだよ。よく思い出してみてよ。
Oh yeah, okay. This is how it works. All right. Proof there was one more person to see the crime. Right. So this is what they're saying. So they don't actually, you don't need to really think about it that much because they give you a 1 in 4 shot of figuring out what it's supposed to mean.
そうか。それって死体発見アナウンスのことを言ってるのか？
うん、そうだよ。だってさっきモノクロが言ってたでしょ
Lo, you're too. If you're trying to spoil it, whoever you are, it's too late. I've already put in your votes. I wonder if people just go into people's streams and just start spoiling who it is. That'd be the most horrible thing or awful thing at all. And if it is, then I'll just block you, so it's fine. So what about it this time? Is it 3 people, including the killer, or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? Doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
あのアナウンスは3人以上の人間が死体を発見すると流されるもの。そして今回のケースでは犯人であるペコ山さんは含まれていない。
Yeah.
だとすると死体を発見したのは西園寺さんとソーラ君だけってことになるけど。
そっか。それだと1人足りないんだね。
Yep.
となれば必然的にあの場にはもう一人いたということになる。
しかもモノクマがフレキシブルに対応してまでその事実を隠そうとしたってことは
Which means it's important, yeah.
それは裁判の行方を握る重要な手がかりのはずだよ。例えば共犯者とか。
いや、そうじゃない。
ちょっと
ああ、根本的な考え方からして間違っているな。言ったはずだぞ。私は道具だと。つまり私はそのお方に使われるだけのただの道具でしかないのだ。
は？
その誰かって今回の事件において誰よりも強烈な動機を持っていたあの人のことだよね。
I think you pretty much know there's only one person who would probably use somebody like Pecco to murder. Somebody who has the most motive, who is trying to stop Pecco from admitting it, and who has the most motive for wanting to kill Mahiro and everyone. Fuyuhiko. Let's go.
お前しかいない。クズ竜のことか。
そっか。ここでようやくつながるんだね。今回の動機と今回の事件が。
でも動機っつってもただのゲームだろ。
Oh yeah, right. They don't actually. Well, no, we have more proof. We have proof that it's real. Events occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. The picture that we got, well, that we saw in the I think it's probably this one.
これで証明できる。小泉の殺人に関係ないならそこまでして確かめる必要ないって思ってたけど、あのゲームは間違いなく現実でも起きてたんだ。それはクリア得点を見れば明らかだったんだよ。クリア得点としてもらえた写真に写ってたのはどれもゲームの画面なんかじゃなかった。
I hope you have to be able to you can present any one of the parts of the ending prize as a truth bullet.
どれも現実の風景を切り取った本物の写真だったんだ。本当はクズリュウだって分かってたんだろ。犠牲者になった女子高生が自分の妹かどうかってことは分かってたんだろ。
If he saw that picture, he would have known if it was his sister or not.
だって最初にあのゲームをクリアしてクリア得点を手に入れたやつって。
Hey, that envelope, what's inside? Do you remember this, the very beginning of chapter 2? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
あの封筒がそうだったんだろ。クリア得点を受け取ったのはお前だったんだよな。
And of course, the guy who's going around saying how they shouldn't trust anybody would be the first person to try and play the motive from Monokuma. He kept saying, you know, you got to make sure to survive. You got to make sure that you work out what everyone's motivations are to kill. Of course, he'd be the first one to break ranks and try.
そんな風に自分の妹の死体写真を見せつけられたら、さすがに信じるしかなくなっちゃうよね。それでもその事実を否定したくて。その確認のために写真小泉さんに送りつけたんだね。
ねえ、どうしてクズリュウの話になってんの？そんなのどうでもいいじゃん。だって殺したのはペコ山なんでしょ？そうだ。もう投票しちゃいましたよ。
だから手遅れだと言ったのだ。何度も言っているように、私はただの道具にしか過ぎない存在だ。私には小泉を殺す動機などないし、殺す理由もなければ殺す意志もない。私はただ道具として使われただけだ。道具である以上は命令には逆らえないからな。なあ、何がどうなってんだ？誰か簡単に説明してくんねえか？つまり私は犯人ではないということだ。
Here we go.
私という凶器を使ったクズリュウ冬彦こそが小泉真昼を殺した真犯人なのだ。
Here we go. It's an interesting twist. Saying that, you know, because Fukiko pretty much ordered Peko to do it, then she can't really be considered the killer because he was the one who orchestrated it. It's like how in chapter 3, they considered Celeste the true killer, even behind Chaga's death, even though Hifumi was the one who actually did it, because Celeste was pretty much just pulling the whole thing around by the strings. But we've already voted, so if we're wrong...
なるほどね。それがペコ山さんの狙いなんだね。
いや、私には狙いなどない。それがあるとすれば坊ちゃんの方だ。これは全て坊ちゃんが計画したことだからな。
坊ちゃん？
それがこの事件の真相だ。今さら気づいたところでもう手遅れだがな。投票のやり直しなどもうできないのだ。
それは困ったね。もしペコ山さんの主張が通っちゃったら、私たちは全員不正解ってことになっちゃうよ。
その場合に生き残るのって
Yeah. Rip SS Taka. Oh yeah, God. Shipping Taka and Mondo, am I right?
おかしいよ。そんなのどう考えたっておかしいって。
It's great. Like we are only at the second trial, and they're already using this in clever ways of being like, oh yeah, trying to make them vote incorrectly because they want to protect this other person.
小山のどこが
I love
道
this
具なんじゃ
game.
小山はれっきとした人間だろうが
それを決めるのはお前たちではない。モノクマだ。すでに投票は終了している。あとはモノクマの判断に従うしかないはずだ。
And then so yeah, it's Monokuma's choice pretty much.
なんだよそれ。
And that's the end of the trial. It was. Oh wait, 11. B. I didn't even get an A. God, I'm so bad. Oh crap. Whatever.
迷うな。
I'm so bad at this. I couldn't even. I'm still getting B's because I'm so bad at Hangman's Gambit. Oh jeez. Well, like I said, this game's more difficult than the first one.
とりあえずはこれで終了ってことで、そしてお楽しみの結果発表はこの後すぐ。
Thanks, Fourth Wall. What's the commercial? What actually is the commercial? Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't. I think it would actually kind of made more sense to do the commercial break, be the post-trial results, but whatever. Anyway, all right, it's time. It's time, guys. I'm not ready. This gets really interesting. Ahem! Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. Oh, so sorry. I'm just hesitating. Yes, it's great. There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peggo's the killer. Why? Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a freaking human being.
Yeah.
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
知らないだけだ。
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
ね
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
Yeah.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kazuryu clan took me in.
私はどう思う？
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
なんだと
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
坊ちゃんが襲われれば盾となって守り、坊ちゃんが殺意を抱けば剣となって殺す。
Look at the pictures! Look at the little baby Pekka with the baby swords! That's so cute! I love this piece of art. It's nice, isn't it? Babies! Baby Fuyuhiko always being baby.
私はそのためだけに生きる権利を与えられたのだ。
So yeah, I guess this is the big revelation about the characters. Thanks for the follow, Jameis. Oh man, I love it. I love these two.
私は人間である前に坊ちゃんの道具なのだ。この体が動かなくなる時まで私はその役割を全うしてみせる。
そんな
But that is... You are wrong. You are not a tool, Pekka. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
なんでもない。
Found you. Hey. Oh wait, was that a subscribe? Did you subscribe as well? Thanks for the sub if that's the case, or if it's just Twitch Prime or whatever. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
貴様
That is why you are hiding your relationship, you mean?
いや
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household. Fuyuhiko,
私は道具だ
no matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. And the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko?
そうか
Thanks. Right, I saw myself on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. People do come from YouTube. It's just not always. I don't know. Like I said, I could always stream this stuff on YouTube, but streaming this on Twitch just feels right. I don't know. It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
くそ
Damn it! I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
ふざけんな
She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
君は
You tried to confirm it with Mahiru. And that's why you wanted to talk to her. You know, like imagine it. Imagine, you get a photo saying your sister is dead and you don't even know if it's true because your memories have been erased. That's pretty fucked up.
だからよ
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
だけど
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
おやおや
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
あれ
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
でも
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
マジっすか
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. And there isn't because she dies. She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too!
でも
But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
ね
By calling the both of them to the beach house, you were able to put the blame on Pyoko.
何それ
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I had no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
そして
And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Curl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
そんな
So that is why you killed Mahiru with the bat. Still, I believed her up until the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
ね
Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E? Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
でも
The fact that your sister is killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but you shouldn't have killed that girl. Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game? You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
まったくよ。
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiro, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiro.
あ
終わりましたよおっちゃん。
なんだと
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
当たり前じゃん。
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different to one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
黙って
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet? Yeah, saying that, you're saying that, who was guilty, the person who ordered it or the person who executed it. That's the question here, and apparently it's up to Monokuma to decide. Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterwards, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
まさか
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for a trick all along. So yeah, see, this was interesting. So she's pretending, she was pretending to be a serial killer, so everyone would be so terrified of her that they would vote for her as the killer. Because they'd be like, well, if she's a serial killer, and, we don't even want her alive because she's gonna murder us next. So yeah, this whole thing is it's really interesting. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted for me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer. Hold on! Don't act like our loss has been decided yet!
Yeah.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
参ったな。
I'll admit it, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on!
なるほどね。
Alright, good night, Frost Lightning. I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope, then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiro, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
素晴らしいよ。
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
さてと、
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
あ
About what?
ね
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope? Creepy Kamaida eyes time. Damn it, Kamaida! Stop making me feel bad! When you say it, it sounds awful!
待て
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
俺、
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
まったく。
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
ね
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? I...
あの
Fuyuhiko? I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die. I...
俺は
I...
坊ちゃん
Young master, you just have to tell them the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that.
俺は
Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru Teru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right? There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
ね
if you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
くそ
I...
終わりましたよ坊ちゃん
てめえ何やってんだ分かってんだろここで人を殺したらこの後どうなるか
分かっているからこそやったんですあなたにあれをさせるわけにはいかない
You can see it's changed. The way Peko describes it, Fuyuhiko has a smile on his face, but in reality, Fuyuhiko is not happy about it.
なあペコ最初にこの島に来た時俺は言ったよなこの島では今までの俺らの関係はチャラだってお互いに一人の高校生同士だってよいいかお前は逃げろこのまま俺のせいにして逃げるんだよ
坊ちゃんそれは無理ですよ
うるせえ俺のことは気にすんなっつってんだ
気にしないわけにはいきません私は坊ちゃんの道具です坊ちゃんを守るための道具なんです
Yeah? Yeah, I'm still talking. Yeah. Nothing happened.
所有者がいなくなってしまったら道具は何の意味も持ちません
だからそれはもう終わりなんだ俺の言うことが聞けねえのかよ
どちらにしても逃げ切れませんこの計画ではおそらく見破られるでしょう
だったらなんでてめえは
私に策があります
策だ
ご安心ください私が必ず坊ちゃんを生かして返してみせます
てめえどうするつもりだ
道具としての役割を全うするだけですさあ早く逃げてくださいそろそろ西園寺が目を覚ます頃ですあなたが出て行った後彼女の死体で道路側の扉を塞がねばなりませんだから早く
クソが いいか、絶対に逃げろよ。俺のことなんか、クズ流組のことなんか忘れて。てめえは逃げるんだぞ。
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
悪い。
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
坊ちゃん
Young master!
情けね
That's actually what I have to do to survive. I just feel ashamed of myself. I mean, I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
え。ペコ、
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kazuryu clan.
坊ちゃん
Young master.
おちょん
Oh my, so this is how it turned out. You know, the moment you get these emotional moments and Monokuma comes in at just the right moment to twist the knife.
残念
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
お前
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool. Peko's plan failed. Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
まったく。
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh?
にゅ
And even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try and influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
すまね
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
え。あ、
坊ちゃん
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that. I'm just smiling. Then why?
それでも私はあなたに逃げてほしかった
Starting getting to the voice lines. Shit. I wanted to protect you.
ペコ、
申し訳ありません
I am terribly sorry I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. Gabe? No, it's not the
さ
time.
ようなら
Oh. Oh, Gabe. And I'm sorry for what I've done for you all, to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
そして
And please,
もう二度とこんな殺し合いを起こさないでくれ
of course. Peko. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
私は絶望などしない
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
かっちょいい
So cool! But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud of you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
冬彦坊ち
Young Master Fuyuhiko, please permit me to make one final selfish request.
だからよ、
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
覚えておいてほしいのです。
I want you to remember the tool Peko Pekoyama who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair.
まったくよ。
Jeez. Why don't you get it yet?
ワクワクドキドキ。
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama.
どうしてだよ。
Stay by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
スペシャルなお仕置きを用意しました。
俺は
I never needed a sword or a shield.
俺には道具なんていらねえんだよ。だからてめえは道具になる必要なんてなかったんだ。
では張り切っていきましょう。
てめえはてめえのままでよかったんだ。俺に必要なのは道具なんかじゃねえ。そのままのお前だったんだよ。なんでだ。なんでそれがわかんねえんだよ。ガキの頃からずっと一緒だったのによ。
お仕置きタイム。
だからペコ、まだ行くな。俺にはお前が必要なんだ。俺を置いていかないでくれよ。
おっちゃん。
And that's all we get until the CG scene, which is apparently loading very slowly with Danganronpa. Welcome to Danganronpa. Despair time! Peko has been found guilty. It's time for the punishment. And those inflections, it's like listening to a little Nishiki. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's fun to watch it in Japanese as well and see the performance. And there you go. Fuyuhiko's just sitting there watching, like everyone else. One woman army. So like Monokuma's like controlling her with the strings. But then Fuyuhiko, he's jumping in and he's trying to save her, but these execution scenes probably aren't, these ones probably aren't as realistic as the ones in DR1, but symbolism-wise, there's probably a lot in there. This cannot be even for Yukiko? Because yeah, I mean he was there as well. He got stabbed with those things as well. And he was just trying to protect her. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easy, falling like dominoes. Bastard. What is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko! For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes. It was crushed into something so unpalatable. You're still talking about that? What the hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed? I am pissed. I even feel sad and hopeless. But still, it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying. Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. And there won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Monomi? Not yet. He's still alive. This is just a roller coaster, isn't it? Everyone, Fuyuhiko is still alive. Are you serious? Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side. Oh shit. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. Alive, and for how long? Well, serves him right. Were you filled with the hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that. What are you so laid back about? You have to hurry up and save him. A surprise order? Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum? It's your duty to save him. Huh? Duty? Because it's written in the school trip rules. If the Blacken is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If only the Blacken gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to get executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it. Please, I guess I have no choice. Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him. And also thank you, Monomi, for that. Really? I was actually gonna do it all along, so I've already prepared for this. Prepared? And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. This doesn't really give me much confidence, I'm sorry. And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma? Yeah, exactly. Who would trust Monokuma with their life in a medical emergency? Can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way. He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know. However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward. There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness. I guess things aren't as exciting if a shitstirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast, dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Guess what it is? Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. And once again, the bomb is reminding us, or if it is, but whatever it is, 15 days left of the school trip. But it's not over yet! You thought this was the end? One more thing! I mean, yeah, Fuyuhiko survived hope. Peko's gone with despair. Fuyuhiko survived hope. Hope, despair, hope, despair. What's going on? Who even knows?
もう4人もかけちゃいましたよ。せっかく用意した希望のかけらも集めることができなくなってしまいました。実を言うとね、私は迷ってるんです。この島から出してあげた方がいいのか、それとも出さない方がいいのか。あの子たちにとってはどっちが希望でどっちが絶望なんですかね。でも迷ってる時間なんてないですよね。きっとこのカウントダウンがゼロになったら、あいつは私たちの計画の最終段階さえも乗っ取ってくるはずです。
Yep, that's Monomi. The question is, who is she talking to and what is she talking about? What is this plan?
その先に待ち受けてるのは今います超高校級の絶望の復活、そして人類史上最大最悪の絶望的事件の続き。そんなのダメです。それだけは何としてでも防がなくちゃダメです。たとえそれ相応の犠牲を払うことになったとしても、それだけは食い止めてみせるです。すべては希望あふれる未来のために。
Chapter 2, Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts. Now that is... Oh, no, she didn't tell her... Oh, wait. Right, yeah, no. Like I said, you know, talk about a way to end off a chapter. That's a cliffhanger, right? Monomi seems to have her own plan going on. And there might be more than one person involved with that plan. Alright, and we get Pekko's sword. So yeah, saying what if all of a sudden she teleported them there, Monokuma messed with the plan or part of it? That seems to maybe be the case, that whatever, there was something the Monomi was planning to do, considering that she was the one who was there, you know, as Usami. She was the one who was sort of going around being like, you know, seemed to be the reason why they were on the island. But then is the question of, okay, but then Monokuma went and showed up and wasn't supposed to be there, and now there's a killing game and something about collecting the hope fragments, and this apparently has something to do with the ultimate despair and the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Maybe this is actually a sequel to Danganronpa 1 after all. Would you like to save? Hell yes, I would like to save. Exactly. I mean, I will sell, of course. By the end of the game, all of these questions are going to be answered, including who exactly she's talking to. Alright. Oh, so that's chapter 2. Like, you know, it's, like I said, it's such a roller coaster. You know, it's like, I guess just like the original chapter 2 as well. Like, you think you know what's going on. You're like, oh, you know, it was obviously for Yuhiko because he has the motive for murder. And it's totally not Hyoko because she's being framed. And you think, okay, it's sort of like that, but it's a bit more complicated because of Pekko's involvement. And the fact that, you know, basically saving with hope data remains, despair your document vanished, lol. I mean, the fourth wall is dead, so why not? It's just, it's really, you know, I'll just say it right now, spoilers, Fuyuhiko does return at some point. And I love him. He's a great character. And Pekko as well, of course. She's so interesting. Oh, thank you as well. Yeah, thank you for the bits, Robin, and thank you for the bits, Ozymandias. Is that supposed to be a corgi, or is that that's a very cute corgi emoji? God, I love it. I mean, I wasn't crying as much as I was when I had to read out those lines, but it's oh, it's a dog. Is dog. Cute, nice dog. But God, yeah, no, I loved it. I love this game, and yeah, chapter 3 as well. Chapter 3 still does suffer from Chapter 3 syndrome, but it's only really the actual murder part of it that's sort of not even really bad, it's just kind of feels a little bit rushed, and like things aren't really fully explained at the end. But all of the daily life section at this point, how everybody reacts to all of the revelations that just happened to us, oh, it's great. I love this game, and I can't wait to do it again next week. And everyone, once again, you know, thanks for sticking through it for this whole time. Oh man, chapter 3 is gonna be next. We're also, it's gonna be also, Ozymandias probably understand as well. It's real Corona hours. And was this, wait, was that, it was slightly, oh no, there we go. It's a little bit better. Oh god, it's gonna be fun. So I'll see you guys next week, and thanks for watching as usual. See ya.